is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Primate. So, in this movie, returning home from college, Lucy reunites with her family, including pet chimp Ben. And when Ben contracts rabies during a pool party and turns aggressive, Lucy and her friends must barricade themselves in the pool, devising ways to survive the vicious chimp. So this is a decent movie. I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. I thought it was a lot of fun and everything. The story is engaging and fun from start to finish and everything. I really enjoyed the story of this movie. I love movies where animals get rabies, which we don't get very often. This is pretty much like Cujo with a chimp and everything, except I honestly feel this movie is a lot better than Cujo and everything, because I feel that movie was just mediocre and everything. The book is way better. But this movie is pretty good. The characters are really likable and everything. You can't help but like them and stuff, although I will say they're not very bright. I'll get more into that later. But they are all likable, especially Lucy and everything, and you really root for her and want to see her make it out okay and everything, but you also want to see her friends make it out too. And when her friend Hannah, when she dies, it actually gives you a little bit of an emotional gut punch and stuff too, everything, because it makes you think like, okay, like what if you were in that situation and you just had to watch your best friend get killed by your pet chimpanzee and stuff, like it would be devastating. So like that part was pretty cool. Everything. I don't want to give away anything about the kills and stuff. Like, I'm not going to say everything about the kills in it because I don't want to spoil it since it's a new movie, but I will say that they are freaking awesome. Like they are some gnarly, awesome kills and stuff. Like this movie has some really good, awesome carnage candy. I love the practical effects too. They look amazing. If you didn't know, the chimp was a human in a chimp costume, I would have never expected it to be a human at all. I would have thought that it was a real life chimp and everything because it looked so amazing. You couldn't tell at all whatsoever that it was a human. And I love that. Yeah, I also love the practical effects on the kills too. Like they looked really great. Like it was almost Terrifier level practical effects, except not quite on that level because this movie does have an R rating, so they couldn't go as gory and stuff, but man, they did get brutal though. It just didn't linger on the brutalness as much as the Terrifier movies do, which I think also kind of worked in its favor in a way. Not every movie needs to be like Terrifier. I love the score for this movie too. Like the score is really good. It's reminiscent of like John Carpenter. Totally different person. Everything. Sorry, I've been watching Pixar so much lately that I was thinking about him and not John Carpenter. But it has a good John Carpenter feel to it. It reminds me a lot of his score for Christine mainly. That's the main one that it really reminded me of, but it also kind of reminded me a little. There were parts where it kind of reminded me of Halloween as well, and everything. But it was really cool score and everything. Also the fog, and I love how suspenseful the movie is. Like it keeps you on the edge of your seat, which is something that I really wanted with a movie about a chimpanzee with rabies. Is I wanted to feel like I was on the edge watching it the entire time. And they did a good job with that. Like the characters, they aren't the most well written, and they don't have like the big character arcs or anything like that. But they are all have likable enough personalities that you don't want to see them die, and I like that about it and stuff. But now getting into the negatives, I will say that the characters, while they are very likable, lovable characters and stuff, they got great personalities and stuff, they are not very bright. Like if they would have just stayed in the pool and everything, and not tried to get out and try to get away from the chimpanzee, they would have all survived and everything. Of course, we would have had no movies, so and everything. But it's just one of those situations like y'all could have avoided all this easily, and it frustrated me. I kept yelling at the screen the entire time I was seeing it yesterday. I was the only one in the cinema, so I was able to do that. But I wouldn't have done it if there were other people. I was like, you guys are freaking idiots. There was one part in particular when this girl comes out of the pool to grab the cell phone to try to call the cops and stuff, and I'm like, you are a freaking idiot. You almost deserve to die, because the phone is right by the chimp. I was like, there are tons of ways to get the chimp to leave. Like, they acknowledge that it's scared of water at the beginning of the movie. Just spray it with water, make the chimp run or whatever, or throw something to make it a loud noise where the chimp goes to check out the noise and jump out, grab the phone and jump back in. There are ways to make it work and everything, but nope, the girl just jumps out of the pool, taking the chance that she's going to get attacked. It's crazy, silly, and dumb. But aside from the poor decision making and stuff, I really enjoy this movie. It's really entertaining, and it has a lot of cool effects and kills that I haven't seen in a good movie with these kind of kills in a while, probably since Terrifier 3, except like I said, it's not on the same level of those movies and everything. But this is one of the best animal attack movies I've seen probably since Jaws. I'm not really big into the animal attack movies and stuff. I find them to be fun one-time watches. Like, I think the last time I watched one was the one with Idris Elba about the lion. I think it was called Beast or something. And that one was okay and everything. It wasn't a bad movie, but I'm just not really into these type of movies, really, and everything. But this one was pretty fun, and it's one of the better ones for sure. So I'd say I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It probably would have gotten an 8 if it wasn't for how dumb those characters were at times and everything. But all in all, this movie works really good and everything. And another scene that I thought was really cool is there's the Lucy's dad. His character is deaf, and he's played by a deaf actor and stuff. But the way they use the sound effects and stuff in the scene when he comes back to the house after the monkey had started going crazy, and he's looking through the house trying to find him. It's really, really intense and really keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I love that part too and everything. So I don't feel like that's a big spoiler or anything. It's something you would expect to happen in the movie. I'm not saying what happened after that though, and how it ended and stuff. So but I really would recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. It's still playing in theaters and stuff, so if you can get a chance to go out and see it, I would say it's worth watching and stuff. If you're not into these type of movies and stuff, I'd still say at least give it a shot, because I'm not really either, but this one was fun. And I felt like this was my favorite one, in probably since 2019's Crawl, as far as animal attack movies go. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.